Hey Donald, can you believe it's the final day of P3?
I know, it went by so fast.
It did, but we still have today, and today is gonna be great.
Yes, and you know what they say, they always save the best for last.
Who is they?
You know, they.
No, I don't know. Or I wouldn't have asked the question. So, who is they?
They is they.
Well, that doesn't help at all. They must be someone real or you wouldn't have quoted them.
Okay. They is my parents.
Your parents say they always save the best for last? Why?
I don't know, but they always seem to say it when they cut up a triple chocolate cake and give me the last and smallest piece.
You might want to reevaluate that statement and maybe ask for the first piece of cake from now on. Speaking of cake, have the snacks been great this week or what?
Yes, Miss Judy and Miss Janice have been amazing chefs this week.
I'm kind of sad they won't be able to cook anymore after today.
Don't worry, I'm sure they will continue to practice their culinary skills by making teak sweet treats all summer long.
Wait, why do they make sweet treats for teak all summer long?
I don't know, that's just what the script says.
Oh, great. The script also says, written by Teak.
All I have to say is teak is better shared, kinda how like Peter shared the fish they caught with Jesus in yesterday's Bible story.
Nice transition.
I know, thanks.
So, I learned a lot yesterday about how even when I mess up, there's still forgiveness and Jesus still wants to use me for his kingdom work.
Yes, I learned that all we need to do is ask for forgiveness when we sin, and then allow Jesus to help us share his love with others.
So, what do you think today's Bible story is about?
I heard that it was a good one today, a real emotional roller coaster filled with sadness, love, suspense, and joy.
All in one story? I can't wait.
Well, before we run out of time, let's thank the kids for being part of P3 Live this week.
Yeah, we missed seeing you in person this year, but we are so glad you joined us for P3 Live.
We love you and continue to look forward to when we can all be gathered again.
Next year, I say the theme for P3 should be The Gathering, because that's what we'll be doing, and we can talk all about the crowd stories in the Bible.
That's an idea. I'll pass it along to Miss Lisa.
Today's going to be a great day. See ya, kids.
Hey, kids, one last one. What did the horse say after it tripped? Help! I've fallen and I can't giddy up.
No, that's terrible.
Bye, kids.
Welcome to day 4 of P3 Games. Today's game is Family Olympics. Our first event is volleyball in the air. So as a family, you're going to stand in a circle and you're going to hit a volleyball to each other, trying to keep it up off of the ground. Don't catch it, don't let it hit the ground, and keep track of how many times you hit it consecutively. And keep track, do it 1 or 2 or 5 times, and keep track of your highest number of consecutive hits. Four. Good job, Seaton family. Try it one more time. 2. So your first round was the best. But I bet you could do better than 4. Here we go. One more time. 3. So close. Let's move on to our second event. This one is called Reverse Charades. So one family member will stand facing the other family members, and the family members will act out a thing like elephant without using any sounds. The single family member must guess what they're acting out. So you can use your phone timer for about 30 seconds to help the game move along. So let each person have a turn guessing. So you can choose the number of rounds, and the person who guesses the most right wins. They're planning out what their first item is going to be. Ready, set, go. They're acting out.
You have a sore nose?
Nope, Cassidy's not getting it yet.
Is it an animal? Is it an
She's
elephant?
getting close. Yay! Ding, ding, ding. She got it correct. All right. Now Ellie's turn to guess. They're planning out their next item they're going to act out for Ellie. All right, here we go. Setting the timer. And go. Yay! She got it fast. She got a dog. All right, so now they're switching out. Who's going to be our next guesser? Kyle. All right, planning out what item they're going to act out for Kyle. Still planning. This one's going to be hard. All right, ready? Go. Lots of laughter. This is going to be a fun family event.
I have no earthly idea.
They're stumping Kyle. He has no idea. Time's up.
It was mommy.
It was Mommy.
I nearly said that.
He thought of it but didn't say it.
You're last.
All right, so now it's Evie's turn to guess. So again, planning what item they're going to act out. All right, go. Acting it out. She's getting close. She guessed paddle boating, and that was correct. Way to go. All right, so our third Family Olympics event is called lawn darts. So each family member is going to have an item as a lawn dart. It could be whatever you have at your house, like a pen or a pencil, or the Setons are going to use water squirters. You're going to make a circle in your yard using whatever you have lying around, like a hula hoop or jump rope or something. Have each family member try to throw his or her dart into the circle. So the first round, close to the circle, you'll throw your item and try to get it in the circle. And then each round, you're going to move progressively farther away. When a person misses the circle, they're out, and you're going to play until there's one person left, and they'll be crowned the champion. That's out. Oh, Evie's out. Ellie's out. Uh-oh. Yay! Cassidy is our champion of lawn darts. Way to go. All right, our next event is the wheelbarrow race. So you're going to pair up family members and have them race from a starting point to an ending point. One person should be lying on the ground, using their hands to walk. The other person should hold the person's legs up, helping them go forward like a wheelbarrow. First paired across the finish line wins. On your mark, get set, go! They're trying to get to the merry-go-round. Ellie and Cassidy win! All right, our final event is the discus. So each family member needs a frisbee, or the whole family can just share one. Choose a starting point and a finishing point, for example, a tree or the water faucet. Let each family member throw the frisbee from the starting point to the finishing point, keeping count of his or her total number of throws. So play 5 different holes, and the lowest total score wins. If there's a tie, you can have 2 winners or a playoff. It's up to you and your family. All right, Cassidy's got the closest. Oh, and she wins. Way to go. To finish out your family Olympics night, you have to have a medal ceremony or some kind of award for your family to celebrate. And we want you to take a selfie of you and your family after your Olympics are done and post it in today's comments. Congratulations. Good job.
All right, guys, thank you for coming again. This is day 4 of P3.
Woo!
And so we're glad to have you back. Again, I'm Robert.
Molly.
And the last night, Sideshow Stacy. So tonight we're singing 3 songs again. Jesus Loves Me, I've Got Joy, and My God Is So Big. So let's get started.
All right.
Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong. Singing na 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 na. Hey, na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, na 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 na. Yes, Jesus loves me. Whoop whoop. Yes, Jesus loves me. Whoop whoop. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so. Jesus loves me when I'm good, when I do the things I should. Jesus loves me when I'm bad, though it makes him very sad. Singing na 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 na. Hey, na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, na 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 na. Yes, Jesus loves me. Whoop whoop. Yes, Jesus loves me. Whoop whoop. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so. Yes, Jesus loves me. Whoop whoop. Yes, Jesus loves me. Whoop whoop. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so. Woo! All right. Now we've got I've got joy. We've got some emotions to this. I've got joy down in my heart. Deep, deep, deep down in my heart.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. Deep, deep down in my heart. And then we're going to spell it J-O-Y down in my heart. Deep, deep down in my heart.
Who put it there?
It there?
Jesus put it there. And nothing can destroy it. I've got joy down in my heart. Deep, deep down in my heart. Okay,
right.
We'll have fun with it.
Let's do it. I've got joy down in my heart. Deep, deep down in my heart.
Spell it.
J-O-Y down in my heart. Deep, deep down in my heart. Who put it there? Jesus put it there. And nothing can destroy it. I've got joy down in my heart. Deep, deep down in my heart.
Okay,
all
faster.
Right, let's go faster.
Ready?
I've got joy down in my heart. Deep, deep down in my heart.
Spell it.
J-O-Y down in my heart. Deep, deep down in my heart. Who put it there? Jesus put it there. And nothing can destroy it. I've got joy down in my heart. Deep, deep down in my heart.
Faster.
I've got joy down in my heart.
Deep, deep down in my heart. Spell it. J-O-Y down in my heart. Deep, deep down in my heart. Who put it there? Jesus put it there. And nothing can destroy it. I've got joy down in my heart. Deep, deep down in my heart. Faster.
I can't go faster. Stacy goes the fastest, but that's about as fast as I can do it. I've got joy down in my heart. I've got joy down in my heart.
Deep, deep down in my heart. Spell it. J-O-Y down in my heart. Deep, deep down in my heart. Who put it there? Jesus put it there. And nothing can destroy it. I've got joy down in my heart. Deep, deep down in my heart. Woo!
I can't even think that fast, but well done, ladies. Good job.
Okay,
All
now,
right.
Let's do
super
slow,
slow and big.
slow motion.
I've got joy down in my heart.
Deep, deep down in my heart.
Spell it. Joy down in my heart. Deep, deep down in my heart. Who put it there? Jesus put it there. And nothing can destroy it. Destroy it. Destroy it.
They're better than me.
I've got joy down in my heart. Deep, deep down in my heart. All right, let's
Very
go.
nice. I hope
Let's
y'all
see.
enjoyed that as much as I did.
All right, last song. My God is so big again. Let's do it.
Okay.
My God is so big, so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do for you. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do for you. The mountains are His, the rivers are His, the stars are His handiwork. Bloop, 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 bloop. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do for you.
Okay, let's do
All right.
the big one.
Super big.
Big.
God
is so big, so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do for you. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do for you. The mountains are His, the rivers are His, the stars are His handiwork too. Boom, 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 boom. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do for you.
Alright, that was really big.
Okay, we went big, which means we gotta go small.
We gotta go little.
Ready? Get your fingers out, everybody. Get your fingers. Okay. I'm already ready.
My God is so big, so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do for you. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do for you. The mountains are His, the rivers are His, the stars are His handiwork too. Bloop, 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 bloop. Woo. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do for you. All right, very good. Thank you guys for coming. And let's this is the end of day 4. Gosh, this is the last day, so let's have fun the rest of the night.
We've had fun with you.
We
Hope you had
have.
fun with
We'll
us.
catch you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey everyone, it's day 4 of P3. Hope you guys have had a fantastic week. I know I have. So, how many of you guys, first thing in the morning when it's time to wake up, you just pop out of bed and you wake up easily? I know this girl doesn't. Now, I've got 3 boys. One of those boys, he's easy to wake up. I can go in and say, Garrison, it's time to wake up. And that kid pops out of bed and he's ready to rock for the day. Now, the two other ones, Grayson and Elliot, I could go in their room with a cowbell or a pan and a spoon and say, guys, wake up! And they would still struggle to get up. But I think they got it honest. I think they got it from their mother. I remember even when I was a little girl, my dad coming repeatedly to wake me up, and I didn't. I think I made the dogs in the neighborhood start howling. But anyway, my dad he came in to try to wake me up, and I didn't. And so what did he do? He got a glass of ice cold water, and he poured it on top of me. It woke me up in a hurry. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure that no matter how much noise any of us made, I'm pretty sure that none of us have the power to wake up someone who has died. Now, I'm going to tell you a little story about a guy named Lazarus. Lazarus, he was sick, okay? He was really sick. Now, Lazarus had a couple of sisters, Mary and Martha. And all three of them, Lazarus, Mary, Martha, they were really good friends with Jesus. Now, Jesus was in a town a ways away, and when Lazarus got sick, his sisters sent for Jesus. They knew Jesus was able to heal him, that he could make him all better, and so they sent for Jesus. Now, Jesus didn't just drop what he did and run to Bethany to go heal Lazarus. Jesus waited for 2 days before he started his journey back, before he headed back to Bethany. Well, in the meantime, Lazarus died. So Jesus arrives in Bethany, and by the time he gets to the tomb where Lazarus was, he'd been dead for 4 days. Now Martha, she went to Jesus and she said, Lazarus has died. And you can imagine how heartbroken she must have been. But Jesus said, your brother, he'll rise again. And Martha said, I believe you are the Christ, and I believe you're the Son of God, who has come to save the world. But Martha went to go get Mary, her other sister, and they quickly went back to meet Jesus. So Mary, when she got to Jesus, she said, if you would have been here, Lazarus would not have died. Now, I probably would have had about the same reaction. Now, if I was Jesus, I might would have said, Mary, I've got this under control. But he didn't. That's not how he responded. Jesus said, where have you laid him? And Jesus could see how Mary and Martha, like how distraught they were. And Lazarus was a friend. But seeing Mary and Martha in their grief, it made him weep. In the Bible, it's the shortest verse in the Bible. It says, Jesus wept. And he grieved with Mary and Martha. But after that, he asked for the stone that was in front of the tomb. Back then, people were buried maybe kind of it was a tomb or almost like a cave, and they would put a big stone in front of the opening of it. And he said, he asked for that stone to be removed. And they were like, he's been in there for 4 days. So what are the odds that he's going to be raised from the dead? I mean, what good is it going to do? Well, Jesus at that time, he prayed. And he thanked God for hearing him. And he thanked God out loud. And he said in a loud voice, a really loud voice, he said, Lazarus, come out. Now, I don't know about you, but I think if I would have been standing there, I might would have gone, he's been dead in there for 4 days. He's not coming out. But here's the cool thing. He did. He did come out. And I mean, he wasn't hobbling out, like he walked out of that grave. And so Jesus said, take off your grave clothes, because they used to be wrapped in like a linen cloth whenever they had been placed in the tomb and had died. Well, he said, take off the grave clothes and let him go. Now, in John 10, 1 through 10, it talks about a sheep, talks about sheep and their shepherd, and how sheep know the sound of their shepherd's voice and they follow the shepherd. Well, just like that, we should know the sound of our shepherd's voice, Jesus, and we should follow him. Well, I can tell you this, Lazarus, he knew the sound of his shepherd's voice. He listened, even he wasn't asleep, he was dead, but even in death, he could still hear the sound of Jesus's voice, and Jesus had the power to raise him from the dead. Now, Jesus gives us the opportunity to live life abundant. By doing that, we can pray, we can read his word, which is the Bible. We can spend time with other believers. We can go to church. Those are all things that we can do to kind of help live a life that's abundant. Now, Jesus loved Mary, Martha, and Lazarus, and he never rebuked them, or he never got sassy, or he never got upset with them whenever they questioned him. And I'm not sure that I wouldn't have, but Jesus didn't. He never rebuked them. He just gently guided them along in their faith journey. And when we live life that's abundant, it means that we grow in our relationship with Christ, with Jesus. It's not a life that's just stagnant or it stays the same. We don't learn a couple of Bible verses or hear a couple of stories and go, I'm good. Or I learned, you're constantly growing in your relationship with Christ. You're getting closer and closer to him, and you want to learn more about him, talk more with him, and spend time with others who are close to him. And that's how we learn and get closer to Christ. Now, how do you think Lazarus must have felt? Well, let me rephrase that. How do you think Lazarus understood life abundant after he experienced death? I'm pretty sure that after he experienced that, he probably, I'm betting he lived life to the fullest. I mean, if Jesus had the power to raise a man that had been dead for 4 days, I'm pretty sure that he probably realized that, hey, God's got this under control. And I bet he lived life to the fullest and to the max. So let's all start thinking about how we might live life abundant, because I'm pretty sure God has some pretty big plans for all of us. And so let's grow a little closer to him. I love you guys, and thanks for the time that you've sat patiently and listened. This has been fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Hi, it's Chef Janice again. Welcome.
And Chef Judy. And we're back again to show you a delicious recipe. This one is about our story about Lazarus. You remember Lazarus was buried in a tomb? But you know what? Something wonderful happened to Lazarus. So we're going to find out what happened to Lazarus when he was in the tomb. So to do this snack, we need a can of crescent rolls.
Crescent rolls. Now here's how you open them. You tear the paper and you pop them against the cabinet, and you take it out and you flatten it out on your pan, and you may need a little water to make it stretch out.
And
Yeah.
we need large marshmallows,
We've got large marshmallows.
water, and cinnamon and sugar mixed together in a bowl.
Okay.
So the first thing we're going to do is get that oven heated up,
Heat up the
375,
oven.
and get your cookie sheet ready for baking.
Ready
We're going
to
to take out the rolls like Chef Janice told you, and we're going to dip the marshmallows into some water. Now that's strange. Have you ever dipped marshmallows into water before?
No, ma'am.
Well,
no,
that's
ma'am.
what we do. And then we're going to roll them in this cinnamon and sugar so they'll look like this.
Cinnamon and sugar sweet.
All right, we're going to put that marshmallow in the top of that crescent roll
Okay, y'all see? I flattened out my crescent roll.
and roll it up.
Roll. Roll.
Pinch the edges together.
Okay, and then we're going to stretch it and pinch the edges like this. See?
Hey, Chef
Hide the
Janice,
marshmallow.
you know what you get when you cross a Martian with or an alien with a big, soft, fluffy thing?
No.
A marshmallow. Oh! All right, here we go.
Okay.
They're going to bake
They're
for about
cooking.
8 to 10 minutes.
Woo! Here's the oven, all hot. Be careful when you open it and don't burn yourself. You
What
want
did
to
the
preheat
crescent
it.
roll say to the man?
The crescent roll? I don't know.
Nothing. Crescent rolls can't talk.
That's kind of what I
Silly.
thought.
Oh, you were right.
I know.
All right, are we ready? Has it been 10
Yes,
minutes?
it has. And oh, I want you to try one.
Now you need to let them cool for a little bit.
Yeah, don't just eat them out of the
And
oven.
now
Here.
that they're cool,
Oh, look how
We're
good
gonna-
they look. And we're going to have these with our milk.
we're going to break it open.
And see the marshmallow.
No,
And the
the
sugar.
marshmallow is gone. Look, there is no marshmallow. What happened to Lazarus in the tomb? When they looked in the tomb, Lazarus was gone. So we're going to have fun making these crescent rolls into the tomb for Lazarus.
And remember sugar and cinnamon
The
and
more
how
the
sweet
better,
it
the
is.
more the better.
Yes.
And you know what? That's it for today, but we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Megan, where'd you go?
Jenny, I hear you,
Where'd you go?
but I don't see you.
Where'd you go? There you are.
Oh, hi.
We've got some fun things to do today. Here we
Memory
go
verse.
on day 4, memory verse. By this point, you should know this memory verse pretty good. So let's try it together. Let's all read it together. Here we go. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. John 10:10. Okay, here's where we're going to have some fun. Now, try it blindfolded. And we're going to see if we can do it from memory. Okie dokie. We're going to let Megan go first.
It's hot in here.
Here we go. Woo! You say it with her.
The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. John 10:10.
All right, woo! All right, here we go. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and live it to the full. John 10:10. Woo! All right, now you try it without looking at it. In fact, we're going to hand it off. And let's see if you can do it blindfolded. We're going to do it with you, but you do it blindfolded. Here we go. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and live it to the full. John 10:10. All right!
Good job! Awesome
Y'all are
job.
awesome. See you guys later.
All right, y'all. It's our final memory verse time together, but we will be okay. We have a challenge for all of y'all to take a familial selfie video with the memory verse. So we're going to show you what that means, but we're going to take a selfie of ourselves saying the memory verse. Then we challenge you to post that video on this Facebook comments right underneath this video so that everyone can see everyone that's memorizing this verse with them, okay? So let's do it.
Here we go.
The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. John 10:10.
Great challenge for your family. We can't wait to see all of you and your families recite the wonderful memory verse. We hope you have enjoyed P3, and we hope you have learned about your abundant life. See you later!